Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Wei Tai. Thank you for joining us. In our top stories, Tzu Chi University's medical informatics students have innovated a device to create intelligent bicycles that can identify its owner and give feedback on his or her heart rate and workout. In our regular feature on Taiwan's traditional trades, we check out who are still making Chinese calligraphy brush pens by hand. And in the Islamic state of Kelantan in Malaysia, Tzu Chi's musical adaptation of the Sutra of Innumerable Meanings opens to 3,000 audience members. To promote DaAi channel, the Tzu Chi US headquarters recently held the concert, A Night of Great Love in Los Angeles. The musical performance drew a crowd of over 2,000 people, including longtime DaAi TV viewers.
The Pasadena Civic Auditorium has been the venue of famous events such as world-class ballet, Broadway musicals, and even the Emmy Awards. Once again, the auditorium will turn on its lights for DaAi TV's Night of Great Love. Over 2,000 audience members from the Los Angeles and the surrounding areas filled the 81-year-old concert hall with bursting applause. They are serenaded by the operatic tenor Jinshan and soprano Wu Meide.
我是景文，大家晚安，我是秀琴，我们是锦绣二重唱，谢谢。
In a rare appearance, former members of the Taiwan band Jinshan二重唱, Jingwen and Xiuqing have reunited in America to help promote DaAi TV.
Today they sang grandmother's Penghu Bay, and my mother is from Penghu. She is especially happy today, so we are all in a good mood.
The dance piece by Chen Yiyuan expresses the evil side of human nature.
那在剧场里面，你最喜欢哪一部？
我爱美姬，很好玩，然后很好笑。
I didn't know how to speak Taiwanese, so I used the DaAi channel captions to learn it.
Many have not heard of the DaAi TV before the two events in Los Angeles and San Diego. Now, even those who do not understand Mandarin have an interest. A USC environmental engineering foreign exchange student from Indonesia is very impressed with how Tzu Chi runs their recycling programs.
I found it very interesting how they do the recycling and how a lot of the money coming from recycling goes to paying for the show.
Many audience members decide to install the DaAi TV satellite dish after attending the entertaining Night of Great Love concert.
Because I don't have it, so I will use this opportunity to install the DaAi channel. I hope to watch it every day.
我们全家都看DaAi电视台。
As we reported yesterday, Taiwan's Jinshan Foundation has been helping the impoverished people of Vietnam for 15 years. Currently, 3,000 students in Vietnam's poor Hoa Tinh Huế province are on the foundation's scholarship program. And through the program, Taiwanese businessman Chen Qingfu has adopted 40 of these children in need. Recently, Chen had a chance to visit Vietnam and met up with his adopted children.
We are now at Hoa Tinh Huế province in central Vietnam. Love from Taiwan is helping 3,000 students here get their education, of which 197 are already in college.
To enroll in college is not easy in Vietnam. From a poor farming family, Li Deshan once thought about dropping out to help his ill younger brother.
When I was a 12th grader, my younger brother developed a heart condition, which required a very expensive operation. At the time, I thought about dropping out of school.
A successful entrepreneur from Taiwan, Chen Qingfu has set aside his work temporarily to visit the boy he has adopted for 5 years.
In the future, focus on doing things that you are interested in and which utilize your capability. Just do the work you enjoy and do it well. That is all there is to life.
Love makes miracles possible. At the Jinshan Foundation's office in Vietnam, staff are working hard to make sure every donation from Taiwan is put to best use.
Because we provide them with long-term care, we've been at their side since they were small. What makes us the happiest is when they send us their college acceptance letters.
Li Deshan's home is some 70 kilometers away from his school, so he had to rent a small place by the school, which costs $20 per month. He is also very careful with his money, which shows in the way he eats.
He eats very simply every day. The main dish would be rice, which he brings from home, and perhaps some sweet potato leaves plus an egg. That was exactly what he had for today's lunch: sweet potato leaves, an egg, and rice. A meal like this costs about 50 US cents.
Chen Qingfu was touched by the young man's austerity. He encourages Deshan to turn the hardship he faces into motivation to succeed.
Though the life he is living now is difficult, I think it will surely help him achieve in the future. This is just a stage he is going through. Without going through this trial, success will be difficult. This applies to everything. Without undergoing hardships and trials, we won't be able to accomplish anything remarkable.
The small room holds Deshan's dream. With hard work, he will show the world that a poor farmer's son can also receive a college diploma and have a chance to reverse his family's fortune. The study of medical informatics is a combination of information science, computer science, and healthcare. At Taiwan City University, a student of the department installed a microprocessor on a bike to help monitor the rider's health. His instructing professor took the system one step further and came up with an EKG-based biometrics that will accurately identify a person regardless of his or her heart condition after a workout.
This is no ordinary workout bicycle. Fitted with a microprocessor through a pair of electrodes on the handle, it can monitor your heart, calories burnt, and even produce an electrocardiogram. A student at Hualien City University, Zhang Sanjun came up with the idea, for he has been riding a bicycle to school and wanted to know how it is impacting his health.
I like to ride a bicycle casually and also as a form of exercise. So I thought that perhaps riders would like to get some feedback on the status of their health while riding.
Under the guidance of Associate Professor Chen Zhu Wang, the system can send its information via Bluetooth and may even act as preventive care.
If you keep track of your EKG when working out, then perhaps in case of an emergency, it might be of use when you're hospitalized.
Professor Sen has also developed a EKG-based biometrics that utilizes triangular projection to accurately identify a person regardless of their current health condition. The invention has been patented in Taiwan and the US.
The system will be useful when perhaps someone has just finished working out, but a regular system may not properly identify them, whereas our system will not be troubled by the elevated heart rate and allow them proper access.
The invention has also won third place in an invention competition sponsored by Texas Instruments. Perhaps in the near future, people will not have to worry about getting their bike stolen.
Still in Taiwan, in Shende Borough of Shanchong District, New Taipei City, for the past 10 years, residents have been working together to make their home a greener place. The community has been so successful in their environmental efforts that a publisher incorporated their story in the teaching material for Taiwan's elementary schools.
They're not singing an old Taiwanese tune, but a Shunde Borough villagers' 10 years of contribution to environmental protection. A publisher even incorporated the borough story in elementary school's textbook. Walking around the neighborhood will reveal that the residents have really come together for the environment. The roof of the community center is nicknamed the Happy Farm of the residents. It's hard to imagine that it used to be an unwanted wasteland.
Yes, we changed a lot. Our community used to be a mess. Now it is so beautiful that people want to visit us.
If it leaks, the maintenance in the future will be troublesome.
The local magistrate not only led by setting an example, but also convinced a local convenience store to join the cause. Now, the convenience store provides free bicycle rentals, which in turn helps its business.
有树又绿化，所以就觉得变得很干净。
而且里民来租车的时候，是不是也顺便可能会进来坐一下什么的？
对，然后消费就会提升我们的业绩。
Both the residents and business owners benefit from going green. This is evidence that environmentalism and economic growth do not contradict each other.
Now, continuing series on Taiwan's sunset industries, we meet the country's few remaining masters of handmade Chinese calligraphy pen brushes. Formerly a bustling trade in the 60s and 70s, the business of handmade writing brushes has slowly faded as people turn to pens and computers. In the business for 38 years, Chen Jingchong says he is not ready to retire, as it is his duty to keep the ancient and beautiful art alive.
Come 3 times, I charge $100 US, 4 times $130 US, and 5 times $160 US. Do you know this took the hair from the tails of 100 horses to make? It is the treasure of this store. I love calligraphy brushes like crazy. The 60s and 70s were the best time for this business. In a month, we had to make 1,000 brushes. I'm not exaggerating. People say that by doing this, children will grow up smarter and be better students. Writing brushes exist because of the need in school. However, as fewer schools are holding calligraphy classes, the industry is fading. Many masters in this field are leaving, probably now in all of Taiwan. There are only around 10 masters left doing this. Since I've done it already for 38 years, I probably will be doing this for the rest of my life. Every hair is a different length. It all depends on experience, as it is impossible to measure. Why have I done this trade, and this trade only for 38 years? It is because I have a responsibility to pass on the art. Out of the 4 treasures of a study, the manufacturing process of the other 3 can be mechanized, but making a writing brush can only be done by hand. Press down the bristles will get them hard, and thus they will stick up more. I went to Korea, Japan, and China, and none of them have this technique. My work is not yet done, so I can't retire. When the age to retire is near, and I can no longer work, if I only have 1 apprentice, I will feel disappointed.
Taiwan's top-notch modern dancer Xu Fangyi was formerly the principal dancer of the renowned Martha Graham Dance Company, as well as the youngest winner of Taiwan's National Award for Arts. This year, Xu Fangyi will be bringing to Taiwanese audiences Timeless, a piece by British choreographer Akram Khan, featuring herself and Wendy Whelan, the principal dancer of the New York City Ballet.
When prominent Taiwanese modern dancer Xu Fangyi invited Wendy Whelan, the principal dancer of the New York City Ballet, to work on a new piece with her. The two hit it off instantly, and the chemistry between them sparked many new ideas.
The first drum beat makes me feel like a performer on stage summoned to the spot. I was there at the first sound. It was perfect.
British Bangladeshi dancer and choreographer Akram Khan created a new piece called Timeless to showcase Xu Fangyi's talent via an ancient Indian fairy tale. The production is slated to open in Taiwan in October.
When you see a man and a woman on stage, you can say that this is a story about them. This dance piece allows the audience's imagination to run wild.
For Xu Fangyi, her fame and success as a dancer once disoriented her. However, she learned to overcome her fears and let her creativity run free.
I asked why not quite a lot. There are so many unexplainable miracles that happen from the impossible. If you challenge the many unsubstantiated rules in your life, you will break through your own boundaries.
To appreciate Xu Fangyi's philosophy and talent, be sure to catch her next performance in Taiwan.
Zheng Hongqing from Taichung has been visually impaired all his life. He was raised in a single family and learned the trade of massaging at a very young age to help his mother out. Now Zheng has his own business and treats his employees like family.
Helping people to relax is Zheng Hongqing's job. Born with cataracts, he learned how to give a massage at the age of 9. 10 years ago, he started his own business. With his wife, Lan Shuling, by his side, they are now living the dream.
I'm very thankful to my customers for their support and also for the support of our friends and family.
Before I started my own business, I too was just an employee, so I can understand how they feel or which areas they would value more. How I thought an owner should be when I was an employee is how I treat my workers now.
Valuing his employees, Chen offers residential quarters, extra bonuses, and full working benefits. Zhihao has been working here for 7 years.
It's by chance that we are here, and this chance brings good people and things to you. I think we should value this relationship and work together for as long as we can.
Working harmoniously together, the employer and employee, along with their good skills, yield a steady stream of clients.
The Tzu stage production of the Sutra of Innumerable Meanings recently opened again in Kelantan, a Malaysian state with an Islamic majority. For the musical rendition, which is based on the Buddha Sutra, to come together in Kelantan was no easy task, but thanks to the efforts of 216 volunteers, the 3 performances successfully reached and inspired more than 3,000 viewers. The bell chimes to signal the start of the prayer service and the musical rendition of the Sutra of Innumerable Meanings that opens in the Malaysian state of Kelantan. 81 Tzu holding incense burners enter upon the prelude.
To be honest, in the beginning, I didn't think I could get so many people to come. I called a fellow Tzu, and she immediately agreed to participate and called on many others to do so too. She has told me that with willingness comes strength.
Located in the northeast of Peninsular Malaysia, Kelantan's ethnic Chinese only accounts for 4% of the population. The state has been ruled by the Islamic Party of Malaysia for over 20 years, which, with minimal resources, makes a large Buddhist event rather difficult to put together.
I was in Penang to watch the musical adaptation of the Sutra, and it gave me a lot of Dharma joy. Now that the stage production is in Kelantan, I vowed to find many people to join as cast members for this large-scale Buddhist prayer service. That is rare in Kelantan.
Many of our seniors have put in a lot of efforts to learn sign language. It is actually not that easy to memorize it all. Their determination to promote the Sutra of innumerable meanings is exemplary. I would come again next time to be a part of it.
The musical rendition of the Sutra of Innumerable Meanings began touring northern Malaysia in 2009. The show in Kelantan is a first for this year. More than 3,000 were in the audience for the 3 performances.
I was really moved by the Sutra of Innumerable Meanings because the people of Kelantan can learn from it. I hope that people will see you as an example. It is truly moving.
The sign language performance has taught me to cherish those around me and spread the message of love.
Thanks to Tzu Chi volunteers' efforts, the performances were a success, leaving the audience steeped in love and gratitude. Continuing from the last report, next we speak to the musical's cast members, including the oldest one, about their participation in the performance.
Though Huang Jinfeng is the oldest here, she's also the happiest.
Isn't it silly that I just sit around all day at home? If I go out, there's always someone to talk to in Tzu Chi, isn't there? I can walk slowly with a cane, of course.
Miss Huang has confidence in herself, but her family was at first quite worried, including her daughter Lü Zichuan, who extended the senior the invitation to participate in the Sutra of Innumerable Meaning performance.
I said, just sit in a wheelchair. You don't have to do anything. Just sit in a wheelchair and someone will push your chair for you. But then I saw that you have to go up and down the stairs, and I started to worry.
To help the senior fulfill her dream, Miss Huang's grandson and granddaughter decided to keep her company both on and off stage. A college student, Zhang Libing, also joined the performance in Kelantan, even though she doesn't understand Chinese.
I will circle the pinyin, like when to come out, when to do this, do that lah. And it's more to hear a few times, hear a lot of time, practice a lot of time, then can memorize it.
The performance determination to challenge themselves brings them so much reward in return.
At the end of the show, we go to the Taipei Tzu Chi Hospital in Taiwan, where medical professionals helped a 28-year-old tongue cancer patient fight her disease and realize her goal to pay her love forward. We'll leave you with these images. Thank you for tuning in. Goodbye.